Alrighty guys, happy Sunday. It is an absolutely freaking gorgeous day up here in Michigan. We're in the mid 50s. Nice and sunny. Love it. Just got back and had some lunch. Went out and washed the truck. Might have missed a little bit down there, but yeah, whatever. It's just an old work truck anyways. Ain't gotta be perfect. But had a few requests for a full walk around of the truck. So figure what better time than now. As you guys know, it's 98 Ram 1500, regular cab long bed, 4-wheel drive. Got the 318 Magnum and an NV 3500 5-speed. She's a base model, no fancy nothing. Manual windows, manual locks, no tilt, no cruise, rubber floor. Yeah, pretty basic. You know what? For what little I have into this thing, money wise anyways, pretty decent old truck. Not a ton of rust on it either. Body wise, it's way better than that white short bed I had. Got a little rust starting there. One hole opened up just through this winter. That hole wasn't there when I bought the truck, of course. This rocker's pretty good. Let's see here. Oh, a little bubble right there. Door's a little rough. Hole in the fender. A little bit of bubbling in the fender here. There. This bedside's just starting to pop a little bit right there, and the paint's coming off down here. Let's see, rear bumper, it's a little rough. I don't really care. This is really the worst of it. Passenger rear wheel arch. And honestly, for this truck, I'm just going to put a set of flares on it. I don't care that much. There's a set on eBay for about 80 bucks, I think it is. Cab corners are both good. This rocker, I think, is a little worse. Yeah, it's starting to go up there. Kind of a little rough there. Yeah. Fender is good down there, but it's a little worse up here. This door's pretty good. But, and for what she is not too awful bad. Now, there's a story with this truck. I remember seeing this thing before it was spray painted. I mean, as you can tell, it used to be red. I saw this thing on Facebook Marketplace, year and a half ago. Maybe almost 2 years ago. It was probably about a year and a half ago. It was still red, had a cap on it, and I had the plain Jane Steelies that were on it when I got it. Pretty decent looking. Really wasn't bad. I think he had it up for, I don't know, 2,500, somewhere around there, 2,800. And I couldn't get the money up, so I just passed it by. And then it was gone. And then I saw it up again a couple months ago. I'm like, huh, is that the same truck? Started talking to him, sure as shit. The story I got, he had it up for sale and somehow ended up getting stolen. They spray painted it, beat the crap out of it, and they took the cap off, and he found the cap on Marketplace, posted up for sale, and was able to track the truck back down. So he got it back. You guys know the work I had to put into it. That's the condition he got it back in. Radiator was fucked. Water pump was completely roached. Alternator was dying. Yeah, it was a mess. So I ended up picking it up from him for 650 bucks. Drove it home. It was a little sketchy. It was night. It was raining. And I could not keep cooling in it. The water pump was so far gone, it was just pouring right out the weep hole. So that was quite an interesting drive. But I got it home. It's still got a clean title. And grand total with the rims and tires I put on it, these off-road edition wheels, and the other parts and everything. Still got a few more things to do, but I believe I'm right about 1,300 bucks in the whole truck. And I've been driving it every single day. Like I said, it still needs a little work. I had to rebuild the exhaust on it. I also had to do a full tune-up on it because it was running on about 5 cylinders. It was pretty sad. So, see, I did full tune-up, alternator, water pump, radiator. I converted it to dual electric fans, put the cold air intake on it. I had to rebuild the whole exhaust. I guess I can show you guys that. Show you what's actually on this thing. Oh, get down here, show you. So I cut the cat off of it because I figured with the misfire it was probably plugged up. It wasn't. It was actually hollowed out, so I really didn't even need to cut it off. But what I got here is a Jones glass pack. I believe it's an 18-inch body or 20-inch body, with a white pipe that was already welded onto it. I got it on eBay, and I just put that on and placed the cat, turn it around. So it's basically just a white pipe with kind of a resonator. And then this pipe is original, and this is all 2.5. 30-inch long stainless eBay glass pack out to the stock 3-inch tailpipe. Now look at this frame, guys. This frame is in really, really good shape for a Michigan truck. She's super, super solid. Floors are great. Look at that. No rust in there at all. Nothing. Yeah, this thing is super, super solid for what it is. Now, when I put that resonator in there, of course, that eliminated the upstream oxygen sensor. So I got to get that back in there. Now, that's one of the main things I got to do still. The only real undercarriage rust in this whole truck is leaf springs and the shackles. The frame's good. The bed floor's still good. The frame's super clean. Now, this side, let me see if I can show you guys the shackle on this side. Yeah, she's getting rough. She's got a hole in her. Probably won't be too long if I let it go before it breaks. Now, driver's side. Oh, she gone. Oh, yeah. Yep, she rusted away quite a while ago. So, I've got a pair of eBay lift shackles for it. I just got to put them on. Don't particularly feel like doing them, but I ain't got the $300 or $400 to pay a shop to do it. So, just gonna have to buckle down and do it at some point. But pop the hood here. I think she's currently sitting at 179,800 miles. I think I put close to 1,500 miles on it so far. Dome light works. I've got an electrical gremlin I gotta fix. I think I goofed a wire when I rewired the radio last weekend. It shorts out the Vernon lights. So that's one of my tasks for today. I'm gonna fix that. So, and then did a little custom in the grill. My brother gave me that badge. He had a 2014 Dart, and that was off of it. So I'll put that down there. I think that looks freaking sweet. And just put some gloss black vinyl over the factory emblem. I think it actually looks pretty good. So yeah, here's what we got. Good old 318 Magnum. Now, it's still not running quite right. I know a lot of it's got to be the upstream oxygen sensor. The other thing I just thought of today, actually, I know it was fairly common with these trucks. The intake plenum has a plate on the bottom with a gasket, a bunch of bolts. I've known that these are known for blowing that gasket and starting to eat oil. And in the last week and a half, I've had to top it off twice. So I think that may be a possibility here. Again, I really don't feel like doing it, but I know a shop would charge me out the frickin' ass for that. I'm not doing that. So might have to buckle down and do it before too long. But yeah, like I said, alternator, radiator, cold air intake. Oh, I put a new tensioner pulley and a belt on it. Water pump. The water outlet pipe right there. Full tune-up. Intake head is off a Dakota. Like a 98, 99. I think it was a 3.9 V6. But they're all the same. The trick with putting them on these trucks, because you can see the cowl comes over the throttle body about halfway. You got to get the stud from the Dakota or Durango. It's just one bolt and it kind of locks in there. To put them on these trucks, you got to put the stud up through the intake hat, and you can start the nut on top if you want. I find it easier to knot, and then I'd kind of tilt it back in so I can still get in with a wrench and tighten the hold down bolt. And once you get that on, slide the top hat on, put the wing nut or the lock nut on top, and then do what you want with the rest of it. And this is just a piece of 3-inch stainless I got at the junkyard. Cleaned it out, and a little bracket and a little red Spectre filter. Cheap. And this filter was, I think they're $20 at AutoZone. I got the intake tube, flex elbow, and the hat at the junkyard for $10, I think, if I remember correctly. So for $30-40, a pretty nice cold air intake for a Dodge Ram. So, of course, I got my eBay air horns, because the stock horn on this truck was absolutely pathetic. I think the horn on my brother's girlfriend's car there is better than the stock horn on this one. Really sad. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Four-wheel drive works good in it. Heater core, I think, is plugged up in it, and I never got a chance to actually flush it out. But since we're getting to better weather, I don't think I'm going to even bother with it at this point. Yeah, it came with a nice Optima battery, which, knock on wood, has not given me any trouble. I got to change. You can see the thermostat housing's been leaking. Yeah, I put a new thermostat in it too. It actually didn't even have a thermostat in it when I got it. I don't understand people, man. It's crazy. I'm trying to think of anything else I've done to it. I want to put the tack in it. Got that at a junkyard as well. That was off a 3.9 5-speed 2-wheel drive Dodge, like 94, 95. But they had it mounted up here. I'm like, no, I like it on the steering column. Got my Mopar. This is actually a metal shifter too. Got that on eBay. That was about $36. I absolutely love it. It's super comfortable. It just feels so good. Really solid. Yeah, it's really good. I've got the good old Browning knob on the transfer case. So yeah, she ain't too bad. at this current moment, I do have it listed for sale, but I'm actually going to pull the ad back down. Because, if you guys remember, I had one video, it was an exhaust video, of a 92 Dodge D150 club cab that I had. It was a straight pipe out the side, 3-inch side pipe. Well, that truck popped back up for sale. I miss that truck. I miss it bad. That thing drove it like an absolute dream. That was a nice truck. That was also a 318 Magnum. It was an automatic. The A518 overdrive auto. Now, if I had the means, I would not hesitate to just buy that club cab back and keep this. Because for Dodge trucks, it's the perfect pair. The club cab is the perfect two-wheel drive, just summer cruiser, two-wheel drive street truck. And then there's this beast. Full-wheel drive, manual trans, long bed. I wouldn't particularly say heavy duty, but she's still a solid workhorse, for sure. And this thing drives quite good, too. The suspension acts a little funny, but I know it's because of the shackles, or the driver's side shackle being broke. But yeah, I just think that it'd be the perfect pair, this and that club cab. So, but unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have the means to actually bring that truck back. I wish I could. I really enjoyed that truck. Only reason I got rid of it was because I lost my job and it was a toy. It wasn't my daily driver. So, it is what it is. Anyways, that's a walk around the old Dodge. That was requested by my brother Luke and a few others, I believe. So, alright guys. As always, I appreciate y'all watching. And I will definitely have more coming up very soon. So, y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.